In this video, we're going to show you how to do toolbar buttons and command buttons. So let's get started. Here we go. First thing we're going to do is lay out a couple of containers. We're going to add the toolbar, which is going to be wherever we tell it to be. And then we're going to put a e-stop by dragging the actions up there, and it creates the buttons. So we'll create some buttons here, toolbar buttons, and action. Okay. Now we'll save that and run it. We can see the button. We can see the buttons. We got our e-stop, power. We can open a file, a recent file. We can go to the machine menu, hit home all, and then you see that's all grayed out because we're homed. And now we could actually run the file if we wanted to, but we're not going to run it yet because we can't see anything. We'll get to that. So now we're going to add some toolbar buttons, some tool buttons, or command buttons, whatever you want to call it, controls. So these are the object names on the right and the descriptions on the left. So let's go add a button. First we want to put in a container to hold the buttons. So we're going to add a tab widget. Then we're going to add a frame. Then we're going to set the layout of the main window to be vertical. And now your frame is kind of small, but you can still drag a button into it. Up here and drag a button into it. You see how it changes colors? That's it. Now it's in. Now we can right click on the frame and select layout in a grid. Now we got a push button, and we're going to make that the run push button. Double click, select run, click on that, change the object name, we change the text. There we go. Now we got a giant wide run button. Now we can put a horizontal spacer in there, and that shoves everything to that side. And we can add other push buttons. So you can see how there's the blue line indicates where it's going to be. So the next one is going to be a step push button. Double click, select that. Notice if you click on that Q widget below the object name it, and then click on the object name, it selects it for you. Now we'll add another button. This one's going to be pause. And all we do is double click on the object name. There we go. Paste it in there. It's just that simple and that flexible. You can have any controls you want. Any that you don't want, you don't have to have. And we'll do stop push button. Only one P. Alright, now that we've got all our push buttons named properly, now we can see that here's our push buttons. They're disabled, everything but stop. So we'll close the e-stop, turn the power on, load a file from recent. We'll home everything. Home all. Now we could run, but we can't see anything, so we'll wait and do that a little bit later. Thank you. Enjoy.